Hey guys, welcome to to week 5 of my road to 100 million. So yeah, another week, another things have changed a little bit this week. For the better, I would say. As we'll see when we go into the data, it's been a week where I've focused a little bit more on my other realms and not just my main realm for the first time, and that's paid off nicely on my other realms, at least on some of them, and then on some of them I've just spent a lot of gold this week. So we'll just go straight into the data. So here we have it. This is my current status. I am at just under 21 million right now. Obviously, that's about 800,000, a little bit more than 800,000 less than last week. And you'll see that that on most of my realms I have less gold than I had last week. There's actually just 4 of them where I end the week with more gold than I started the week with, and that's pretty interesting. And of course, the main reason for this is the fact that I've started investing more into my flipping markets again. It's been a while since I've done that to any significant margin, but I did this week. I've been buying more BoEs. I've been buying more battle pets like this on storm scale. I spent 1.3 million on battle pets, and that's the only reason why this is down 1 million. And I got some very nice battle pet sales this week, including I sold bananas for 300k, one of the TCG pets on Doomhammer. So I'm quite a bit up here, and then I could invest all of that into potential flips on that realm. I bought a bunch of very different items. So yeah, it's looking good. Of course, on Draenor, we're still mostly making our money with base legendaries. Not as much sales this week since I cut my prices on base legendaries, and my sales volume is much lower. I didn't spend as much gold either. So as you can see here, like we're at 5 million this week compared to 9 last week. So a huge downturn. Of course, we're making slightly more per mailbox, so it's not all bad. Which makes me wonder if all the data is correct or if I'm missing a realm name. No, it's all good. I did slack a little bit on collecting stuff though, maybe over the weekend. So that could be part of the reason. But overall, it's looking pretty good. So yeah, down 3 million less in sales this week, but considering we're 4 million less on my main realm, we're up about 800k in sales across my other realms, and that's mostly because I've been reinvesting much more in base legendaries, but not base legendaries, in BoEs. I've been buying BoEs. I bought BoEs on stream today. I've been continuously just investing gold in that market, and the sales are much higher on many of my realms because of it. And that's very nice to see, and hopefully this trend can continue. It definitely, BoEs is a market where you just have to keep looking for deals, always be buying. I'm still not profitable, but I'm a lot more hopeful because there was a lot more sales this week. It's on many realms you won't be finding deals when you scan in that market, but it's one that definitely benefits a lot from multi-realm flipping. That is what it is. Very surprising up here. Just 75% of my sales from my main realm this week, which is it's unprecedented for this challenge so far. Been typically lying in the 90-95% mark up there, but with higher minimum prices and thus quite a few less sales in the base legendary market, and just a significant increase in sales on my other realms, then that's what happens. So we will keep reinvesting more gold on my other realms now, and probably be going into another period of just like flatlining, maybe. We'll see. On the plus side, we're up 1.2 million and 1.1 million in liquid gold on Draenor. If I wanted to, I could maybe have been up more. Not sure. We're gonna gold cap in a couple of weeks, probably not in a week, but we're approaching gold cap at a very nice clip, so that's cool. Outside of that, like there's, I mean, most of my realms have less gold than they started the week with, because I've been investing in BoEs, and that's gonna usually takes a while before it's repaid. So that's how that's looking. And the total gold graph, of course, it tapered off. It increased for a little while this week. We were even up above 22 million. Yeah, we were just popping our head up above 22 million at one point, and then I spent my way down to 21. That's what it is. Like, something I always like to say, which is pretty important to consider, is that it's optimal, if you can, it's optimal to literally spend all of your gold as long as you have deals, as long as you have items that you can make a profit off of. As long as you have access to that, and it's literally optimal to just spend all of your gold. So that's even what I've tried to do on Doomhammer. I couldn't find enough deals that I liked. I did spend myself down to 0 on Ravencrest. I've made a lot of gold there, and then I just spent everything on more materials to flip. I sold off the last of my of the BoE or the base legendaries that I bought on that realm, and I don't have enough gold to really go into any other markets. So I just invested it all into all materials. It's what I've been mainly doing on that realm, and will now slowly be building up again, hopefully. So that's what you want to do. That's also what I'm doing on my other new realm. Like, we had 347k in sales this week. We were up above 400k in gold. Instantly just spending myself down, finding items that I think I can profitably sell for more, and then I will. Of course, on my other realms, I have so much gold, it's very hard to find deals. And since I have so many realms, I don't want to be in markets that take a lot of time to look through and shop on many realms. So I just focus on like battle pets, which is very easy to scan for, and I can do on any realm. And BoEs, which is, it takes a little while because you have to consider your deals. Like, personally, you have to look at the pricing and decide if it's a good deal. But the value is so high per item that it's worth it. So that's it. So if we go in, we can take a quick look at Draenor at least, which has generally been like the most interesting realm to look at, because this is where I'm doing most of the Shadowlands specific gold making. This is where I'm delving into the professions of Shadowlands and utilizing those. So yeah, we have TSM Ledger 1 week, 4.9 million. We were up above 6 for a short time after the reset. We're now at 4.9 on my banker, and then another couple 100k. I have a bunch of materials ready to go. So this was a good week overall. Revenue last 7 days. Yeah. What's interesting here is that you see these often sell like I sell a lot of base legendaries to people resetting. Like, look at this guy, Rob Bank. He buys a ton of my my base legendaries. I'm now at the minimum price of like 130%, so I'm making gold still, so I'm happy. I don't mind that people who want to babysit the auction house more than me make more money of the items I craft, as long as I'm making a decent profit, and I am. It's pretty easy to keep the stock I want in stock, essentially, with the legendary stock tracker. I also did some Darkmoon decks for the first time in a while. It's incredibly veracity heavy currently. So it's not that interesting, but you can make money. I think I have some decks left over that are currently being posted to the auction house. And then I did finally run out, just about today, of all of these Crafter's Mark gear. And that's essentially what I'm doing. It's base legendaries, Crafter's Mark 2 rares, and a couple of and a little bit of Darkmoon decks, a little bit of old world mounts. There was a purple line here for the Vial of the Sands, where I need to craft a couple of more of those. Just a very nice recipe to always have on hand if you have it. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this week, even though we're down gold. I do think we're significantly up in auction house value and the value of the inventory I have. And yeah, we'll just keep trucking. I probably want to spend. I want to get to gold cap on Draenor, but once I gold cap on Draenor, I'm definitely want to buy, spend some gold there on battle pets and stuff that I can move to other realms. Battle pets in particular, because this is a very high pop realm, so there should be some pretty good battle pet prices. So then I want to buy more battle pets there and move those. And maybe add a realm or two. That's a possibility. But we'll see what I want to do, because I don't really have time for too many more active realms. But if I'm doing it very inactively, like just for instance just taking the battle pets from the journal and posting them, then that's seems like a much better deal. So for next week, I'm hoping that we beat this number right here, because I'm not going to make any changes that will have an impact on my sales. Last week I made a change that I knew would bring down my sales on my main realm, but hopefully up my profit margin, so it would be worth it longer term, and just will mean that I can spend a little less time crafting base legendaries and make a little bit more gold for that time that I spent crafting base legendaries, and then I can spend that on something else. So that's sort of the general idea. Hopefully we should see this go up slightly next week, somewhere in the 7-8 million, because I should be able to keep all of the base legendaries I sell more consistently in stock, and I should also have a little bit more time to run shopping scans for base legendaries, for battle pets, and posting them across all of my realms. So yeah, thanks for joining me, thanks for watching. If you like this series, then make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and leave a like, so more people will get to see it. I'm also doing my podcast. It's getting published right here on my YouTube channel as well. So if you haven't checked that out already, you can see it. You can find it. You can find it here. So that's going to be fun. I do have some plans for some more YouTube videos that are going to be more focused on specific things. We'll see when those become available. So yeah, thanks guys. Have a nice and profitable week. Goodbye.